filming for The Witcher Season 3 is ongoing as we speak, so what else can we avid fans do aside from lying in wait? It's none other than discussing theories online. And based on what we've seen, The Witcher Season 3's latest images seem to be setting up a certain major character's death. Who is this character and how will it play out next season? Find out more in today's video. First up, set images from The Witcher Season 3 hint at the death of a key character as well as a major fight between Geralt and a mage. While the plot of The Witcher Season 3 is currently unknown, set images from the current season indicate a crucial conflict that will end with the death of a significant character. The Witcher, written by Polish novelist Andrzej Sapkowski, has one of the fantasy genre's most well-known realms. The Witcher is a collection of novels and short stories that gained international acclaim after being turned into computer games. After receiving Polish film and television adaptations, Netflix provided an English-language version. The Witcher has a vast and varied universe, and many characters, mostly those closest to the main characters, have already been featured in the series. Some of these characters, such as Vilgefortz of Rojavin, Mahish Jadu, a formidable mage and member of the Brotherhood of Sorcerers, and Tissaia de Vries, Mayanna Buring, the Rectrix of Aretuza, and Yennefer's instructor, gained significant strength in The Witcher Season 2. The Witcher Season 3 set photos tease Vilgefortz's villainous turn through an important battle against Geralt, which in turn results in the death of a significant character, Tissaia. Vilgefortz is one of the most significant characters in The Witcher and one of its most memorable villains. He's frequently considered the most powerful character in this universe. Next season, it seems we'll be getting the much-awaited confrontation between Geralt and Vilgefortz, along with some losses if the show will stay loyal to the books. In the book Time of Contempt, the characters Vilgefortz and Ciri are among the interesting people that Geralt encounters when visiting Thanedd Island with Ciri and Yennefer. The wizard tries to convince the Witcher to join the Nilfgaardian traders and implies that Geralt could learn to utilize magic even more powerfully, but Geralt declines the offer because of his political neutrality. The following morning, Vilgefortz confronts Geralt at the Tower of Gulls and reiterates his offer for him to join the traders. As more betrayals are revealed, the coup attempt becomes more convoluted. Vilgefortz ultimately succeeds in overcoming Geralt, almost killing him, and Triss Merigold later discovers the Witcher and, with Tissia's assistance, teleports Geralt away from the island. Tissaia liberated the Nilfgaardian traders during the coup, including Vilgefortz, so they could fight equally. After recognizing her grave error, Tissaia assisted Geralt and Triss in escaping before taking her own life. The Witcher Season 3 set images reveal a clash between Vilgefortz and Geralt, which fits the direction the show is taking following the events of Season 2. However, this significant conflict also teases the death of Tissaia, which will undoubtedly have a profound emotional effect on Yennefer. The third season of The Witcher promises to be action-packed, but it also has the potential to be surprising, dramatic, and laden with intricate plot lines, like the one with Ciri and the White Flame, and significant losses. Speaking of White Flame, why did The Witcher reveal his identity early on in the series? The hint that Time of Contempt would be further modified in the Season 3 set shot refers to exciting new storylines for Geralt and Ciri. Ciri also chooses to completely give up her gifts as a way of coming to terms with her abilities in the novel's plot. This is probably a key factor in the Netflix series' decision to unveil The Witcher's White Flame, formerly known as Duny, as itself quite early on in the narrative. It would be pointless to try and keep this twist a surprise because both novels and video games are already well established. Emir var Emreis's true identity will already be known to everyone familiar with The Witcher's characters and the world, whether video games or books, especially given how quickly information can spread online. As viewers wait for the characters to discover something they already know, the show may fully shift its emphasis to slow and agonizing dramatic irony rather than attempting to surprise the audience. This marks a refreshing departure from programs like Game of Thrones, which prioritized outwitting and surprising their viewers at the expense of engaging narrative. Looking at the Netflix adaptation of The Witcher, fans of the books and video game are somewhat torn on how the show was developed developed. Due to how much the TV version of The Witcher deviates from the story presented in the novels, it has generated some debate among viewers. While some criticize that the TV version deviates too much from the originals, others praise it for still conveying an engaging story despite all of its changes. Some of the TV show's plot components are entirely original and only loosely based on the original plotlines. One illustration is Yennefer's magic, which she loses control over in Season 2. Although in the book plot, she avoids utilizing magic out of concern that she will be discovered. The TV adaptation of The Witcher is an apple that has fallen far from the tree, as Emir's revelation demonstrates, but this isn't always a bad thing. It's not unusual for an adaptation to alter the original to better fit the medium, or to modify the emphasis. Jurassic Park is a great case in point. While he valued their company in the book, Dr. Grant dislikes children in the film. Similar changes were made in Lord of the Rings, including the omission of characters like Tom Bombadil and the Scouring of the Shire. Despite these modifications, both continue to be highly regarded. The Witcher on Netflix appears to be imitating these instances. Although it may seem like the series deviating from the source material is a bad thing, but not necessarily so in The Witcher's case. Stories that make an excessive effort to resemble the original might occasionally fail. No two readers will have exactly the same experience with the novel, because writing is a completely separate form of expression that relies on the reader's imagination. Because of this, some viewers will inevitably be disappointed with even the best book-to-movie adaptations. It makes more sense to slightly alter a story rather than attempting to make the impossible job of living up to the adored original when important plot points are well known by a substantial section of the audience. This can actually strengthen an adaptation by enabling it to develop its own narrative that is separate from the source material. With adjustments, such as the disclosure of the White Flame's true identity, Netflix's The Witcher is now free to explore its own story and look for fresh ways to surprise both current and potential viewers. In other recent news about The Witcher Season 3, they've introduced a new cast member which raised concerns among fans and viewers of the show. As an original character named Gallatin, Robbie Amell has joined the cast. As a well-known performer, it is anticipated that he will play a significant part in Seasons 3 and beyond. He portrays Gallatin, who leads an army of guerrilla sociétale fighting on behalf of the Nilfgaard. Unafraid to speak his truth, Gallatin's loyalty to his people ultimately leads him on a collision course with Francesca over power, according to Netflix. This is obviously a continuation of the Francesca arc, indicating that the TV show will continue to forge its own path. There will probably be complaints from a specific segment of the fanbase as a result of this. Ironically, even though Sapkowski's books served as inspiration for The Witcher, the adjustments haven't always been well received by book readers. The disparity in audience scores between the first two seasons. At the time of writing, Season 1 had an audience score of 90%, as opposed to Season 2's 60%, is likely due to this, as it was claimed to have caused review bombing of Season 2 on review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes. The lack of book accuracy is interpreted as a lack of faith in the universe Sapkowski created, and a failure to cherish the ideas and characters he introduced into play. After Season 3, these issues will certainly worsen thanks to the addition of Amell as Gallatin, who will bring about a brand new, continent-spanning event for the TV show. To be fair to the harsh reactions, some of the modifications made by Netflix's The Witcher series have been puzzling. For example, Eskel, a beloved Witcher, underwent a major rewrite for the series for unknown reasons before being abruptly murdered. The Francesca subplot, however, is distinct because it adds a new layer to the story rather than changing a character or taking away from it. The Witcher is truly attempting to create a bigger world through its adaptation of the source material, although the Witcher novels often focus on the main protagonists. The main plot of Francesca's story is unaffected by the additions because it takes place in a region of the world that Geralt didn't deal with frequently in the books. As for us, we'd like to see the release of The Witcher Season 3 first before we share our opinions about it. And on that note, we're ending today's video about The Witcher Season 3. Do you have your own theories on what will happen next in the show? Let us know in the comment section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell rung on for more videos like these. Thanks for watching and see you next time.